are getting set up for live Ladies Wot Pod. It is so exciting. Honestly, there's so many people working for us, it's unbelievable. So there are these two lovely gentlemen here doing sound stuff. Got sound like there shouldn't be any 70s reverb on this.
This is charming. You're already giving me grief.
Yeah, it's only a start. And then we've got people moving chairs and tables, including the IT department, moving tables. That's strictly not his remit, but you know, he wants to be useful. The other member of the IT department is
currently doing council business.
Doing IT things on his phone, council business or Candy Crush, one or the other. So there we are. So we're all getting set up and we're very excited. It's my little excited dance because I've suddenly gone a little bit excited. It's about 2 hours to go and it's all coming together. At the moment, it could go horribly wrong later though.
You know. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the... Well, how long have we got to go?
Hour?
About an hour to go. We've withdrawn. This is our green room. It is actually quite green, isn't it? In places.
It's actually in places, yes. It's the foyer.
The foyer of the Royal Derngate.
There's a little rehearsal of choir going on up there.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
There's people moving around up there. I don't know what they're doing.
Yes, it's a glorious evening. And we've just heard the news that we're sold out.
Well, apparently so. I don't know if I'm I don't know.
We're sold out. We've sold out our very first live show. For years, we can dine out on the fact, even if this is the only one.
Sold out at the Royal Derngate.
We sold out at the Royal Derngate. Yeah.
Good enough for me. Yeah.
GoPro, stop recording. There you go.
There
now
we
you're
go.
filming yourself.
I know, I'm filming myself, ready to go on. So exciting. There we go. There we go. My GoPro.
Thank you.
Can you hear us, Mother? You pressed it.
Anything, everybody? Yes.
Hold on. I pushed the button. Well, the assembled ranks. So, welcome everybody to Ladies Wot Pod Live!
As opposed to half conscious as we normally do. I think.
Yes. So this is Ladies Wot Pod. Really? IT department. This is
Alarming for somebody, obviously.
Ladies Wot Pod Series 2, episode 6. So welcome everybody. We do actually have a running order, and we're going to follow it, aren't we? No, anyway, so first off, thank you everybody for coming. It's absolutely amazing.
It's incredible. Yeah, when we started planning it, we thought, well, we probably know about 20 or 30 people that do, and we've doubled that, so it's absolutely marvellous.
Yes.
So thank you all for coming, and we don't know some of you, which is even more exciting.
So thank you. We've got a lot of thank yous that we're going to quickly get through. First off, we'd like to say thank you to Jo Gordon, wherever she's hidden herself. The lovely Jo Gordon is the CEO here at the Royal Derngate. It was her idea. She set us up to it, yeah. And at the back, Oscar, come on, give us a wave. The lovely Oscar. And yeah, oh, hello. Oh. Blinded by the lights.
Can't see a thing now.
Yes, so we'd like to say thank you to Oscar. We'd like to say everybody, Lola's Bar. Congratulations to Lola's Bar. They've done a fantastic job. Thank you. She was a showgirl, you know. Yes, we all know that. And all the money, and you'll see on the tables and everywhere, is going to the Northampton Saints Foundation. And they've already said a big thank you to all of you, because they're an amazing bunch, and you'll see on every table, carry on with that bit a lot, on every table, there's news about, behind us here, about what the Saints Foundation do. But, without further ado,
Yes.
we need to welcome some people, don't we?
We do need to welcome some special guests that have been, well, obviously didn't say no fast enough when asked. And were bribed by cake as well. So
a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for, she's lurking, I can see her, the captain of Loughborough Lightning, Daisy Hibbert-Jones. Loughborough Lightning from Scotland's Christine Ballard. The Ginger Ninja himself, George Andy from Northampton Saints. And the wonderful Curtis Langdon, Northampton Saints and England hooker. Now, two of them were organised and ordered cake. Yeah, because we do everything by cake.
cake is our main currency.
Yes, and so the cakes will feature later on, but two of them were organised. Anyway.
Well, actually, CB didn't need to be organised because she told us last year what her favourite cake
Yes,
was.
yes.
So I just went through the archive.
Yes.
Well, that was interesting. Yeah, and found what her favourite cake was. But Curtis replied very rapidly with what his favourite cake was. He gave me a choice of two. And I chose one, and he said, well, I wanted half and half.
Anyway, what we'd like to do is, you might have noticed, those of you when you're coming in, we try to make it a bit like how it is on the pod normally. So Jimmy's come along, and we've got some dazzles. Curtis, you'll recognise those, because you won one, didn't you?
You won a dazzle.
You won a dazzle. Yeah, where is
one
it?
One of those, was it?
The dazzle.
The zebra.
The zebra. Yeah. That's right, Curtis. Rub it in.
It's all right. George was
Sorry, Primo was too busy playing them to his dog.
Later. Yeah.
Anyway, yes. So, and those of you who have made, there is the picture of Daisy and Lis here.
And this is a poncho.
The poncho. The famous poncho.
This is the one that wasn't raccoons, so I hope there's no raccoons anywhere. Those of you who've never watched the pod, I'll explain later.
So, it's going to be the usual old nonsense. So, hopefully you'll enjoy it. We are recording it. For those of you on Spotify, yes, you are listening to a recording, and I'm now looking at the camera down there. But what we'd like to do is we'd like to talk to the girls first, because, of course, it is the Women's Rugby World Cup. So, ladies, would you like to join us?
We thought it was safer to have Claire and I perched on the end of the stage.
So if we fall off and break a leg,
It doesn't matter. We didn't want to
Nathan
have to
Smith
know
and
that.
Phil Dowson don't come and find us.
We couldn't face trying to explain that one. Yeah, we know George has just come back from reconstructive surgery, but he fell off the stage. So yes, and hence your being between us.
Hello, ladies. So tonight is a celebration of all things rugby in Northampton, because I think we do rugby here. Oh wow! Yeah. Yeah. And so it being the Women's Rugby World Cup, we thought we'd do a little review of the weekend. But you've been a bit busy for this weekend, haven't you?
Yeah, so on Sunday I got a call asking to go and help England prepare for Samoa this weekend, so I've been in and around the girls this week.
Woo. So I had a chat with Nathan about England versus the USA, and I said to him, what's going on with the restarts against the USA?
What did you say? Did you say anything?
Well, both of us came to the conclusion it was called Catch the Effing Ball. Yeah?
That was pretty poor, to be fair, from England. I think everyone was expecting a little bit better. And much to probably everyone's surprise, they've not mentioned the restart for once this week, so obviously not worried.
They're not having 2 pods and a twiddly bit at the back, which confused everybody.
There is a couple of one-man lifts, I think, they're preparing for.
Right. Well, there you go. Okay, but it was a comfortable win, and our lasses did rather well, didn't they?
Yeah, very comfortable, and the Loughborough girls on both sides
Yes.
did pretty well, so we're proud of the girls.
Yes, I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was a brilliant game. And did everybody watch it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a really good game and a good win. And we had 8 players on the pitch
I think
between the 2 teams. Not bad for Loughborough, is it?
Yeah, we lost one for 10 minutes, but...
Oh, yes.
Actually, so...
Yes. Well, she had some strange restarts to do. She could dribble the ball along the ground. That was a bit weird.
I do think that yellow card did really harm them, though. I was actually really impressed with the USA in the first, 20 or 30 minutes. We trained against them a few weeks prior, and I remember saying to the forwards, because we had trained in units against them as well, and I was thinking, they're going to have a tough go against England if this is how they're going to maul against us, because currently, obviously, all of our internationals are away, so there's Daisy and I, and then there's a bunch of newer girls who maybe played Bucks or haven't been capped for Lightning yet and have been capped at the weekend now, but when you're winning a 5-man maul against the USA, who probably have 100 kilos on you, I would be nervous if I was going into an England game as someone who's played for Scotland and has been mauled over by England multiple times. So I do think, though, they obviously trained really well and prepared well, but the yellow card really harmed them and harmed their momentum. But so it's a decent game to match, or decent game to watch.
It was a great game to watch. Although, what's your view of prop forwards running lines around the back as Hannah Bosselman did? What is going on there?
I mean, if you're good at it, do it.
Wow. Yeah. Yes. So England got off to a great start. And I think the Americans will be frustrated. I think that was yours and mine's considered view, that they will be quite frustrated with what some of the stuff that went on. But
Yes, it felt as if they would have hoped for more out of that game, which was a bit of a shame for them. But when England would, some of the moves were just top draw stuff, wasn't it? I mean, the handling was so precise and outrageous from time to time.
yes, Ellie done.
Yeah.
Enough of that, please.
Yeah.
Anyway, meanwhile, Scotland versus Wales.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, we love a bit of
yes.
Scotland versus Wales. So I was one of the lucky ones who was up in the Hive when it heaved it down for the Six Nations. I believe you played in that game, am I
I did
right?
play in that
It was a bit
game.
wet, wasn't it?
It was,
Yes. But
Was it Coventry wet?
Coventry wet.
If you've ever been in Edinburgh on a wet
Anybody
day,
else went? I know there's one person who scored in that game. Coventry, PRC last year. That was wet. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Curtis. From 20 centimetres, Curtis, or?
A try's a try. All tries. Look, if you say that to Nathan, he'll have something to say about it because he's one for them all tries. So.
During the warm-up on Saturday, did you notice he actually got caught up with the driving for the line? He forgot how close to the line he was, so he actually got driven over himself. So yeah, well believed. So Coventry, for those of you who weren't there, I think we had water waders by the end.
I think we had snorkels by the end, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was
It was unbelievable. No, the Hive wasn't quite Coventry, but it was still pretty wet.
You can definitely get like that though, for sure.
Yeah, and Hollywood, who's one of the best referees we had, managed to fall out with everybody, which was even better.
Well, I talked to every referee and they hate me all, so...
Oh, excellent. But it was a good game, and Scotland narrowly won, I seem to remember. Was it?
The last 2 times Scotland and Wales have played previous to the World Cup, there's only been 2 or 3 points between it. So,
yes.
Obviously, having them absolutely thrash Wales is unreal. I've been asked this question before, who do you love playing the most? And it is always Wales, because Scotland v Wales is always such like it's a game that's filled with passion on both sides, and because we're so closely matched in every facet, you never really know how it's going to go, and it does always depend on who turns up on the day. Momentum swing can change everything, like all games, but with Scotland and Wales, like the stakes are so much higher, and so to see such a convincing win, like I was speaking to some of the girls prior to the game, and I know that they were really nervous, especially because in the last World Cup when we played Wales, we lost in like 84th minute by a penalty kick. So having that like loom over you is challenging because you don't want to bring that like past trauma almost into it because it's a new experience. You've had 3 years to prepare, you've played loads of games. But at the end of the day, like you're so heavily invested in the team, in the win, in the performance, that you just need to show up and do your job. And I think, yeah, the girls can take like massive confidence going into Fiji because it's going to be a different beast, but that was a very convincing win.
That was a very convincing win, and really good news for Loughborough Lightning because the halfbacks, Nelly and Leah, were on fire.
Nelly is unreal at rugby.
Absolutely, she was.
For those of you who don't know who Nelly is, it's Helen Nelson who is the fly half for Loughborough Lightning.
Nielsen.
Sarah Elvin. Sarah Elvin.
Well, I don't think she deserves to have the right name now.
But yeah, no, Nelly was on fire. Yes.
That's just like standard for her, honestly. She's so good at rugby. Like, and so she was one of the ones that I was speaking to as well. She was super nervous about her kicking going into it, and I was just saying to her, like, I mean, I'm a tight end prop, so I can give kicking advice. But I said to her, like, you have so much evidence of being good at this thing. It makes sense that you're nervous going into it because obviously those points can be make or break, and they have been before. But I think just like allowing yourself to have those nerves, but recognizing that, again, you have loads of evidence from previous games that you're very good at what you do. Take confidence in that, and I'm just so proud of her. Like, she's one of my best friends as well, so obviously I'm gonna give her a shout, but like, she was just so good, and I think like all the backs can take that confidence when your 10 knows what they're doing and is confident with what they're doing. Everybody else, because she's like a decision maker, right? So if your decision maker is kind of feeling a bit unsure, everybody's sort of like, what's going on? You're the one steering the ship, and she just smashed it, so it's awesome.
And all of that was happening in the Salford Community Stadium, the place that Saints players love to go to, Shame. Anyway, and then actually back to the front row union. Was it my imagination, or was Ellis Martin who was the replacement hooker?
It was.
Yeah. She had that sort of look of, I'm enjoying hitting you.
That checks out for her. She's not one that I would want to be in the way of if she were to see red, for sure.
There are a few Welsh women who were going, no, not you again. Yes.
One of the delightful things was before the game, the pundits were going, it's going to be ever so close, and with quite a few Welsh people saying, it'll be Wales all the way, and then it wasn't.
No.
I think, like, obviously going into the game as well, Wales had beat Australia away. That was a huge win for them. Oz is a very, very strong team. And so I can imagine them coming off the back of one of those wins and being very confident going into the game. And Scotland, their warm-up games were not as great as they had probably hoped.
Yeah.
So it's easy to, and I mean, obviously it goes without saying if you've been paying attention to any of the news around Scotland, the contracts, everything that's going on behind closed doors, everything like that.
Wait, you're not supposed to nick my script.
I know, sorry, but like, but you consider these things, and like, I mean, if the shoe was on the other foot and these things were going on with Wales as they have previously, players, management, we all talk about that kind of stuff. Like, that is, as much as you want to ignore it as a player, that is something that is weighing in the back of your mind, and it's just another
It
weight
should
that
have
you're
been
trying to
sorted
handle.
long before the tournament happened.
Yeah.
I mean, on my script it reads, shame on the SRU, look after the players. Yeah, all the contract stuff should have happened long before. Yeah, we shouldn't be going into a tournament not knowing whether you got a job at the end of it. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so well done Scotland.
Well done, Scotland.
Yeah. And then we went to the gardens, didn't we, Liz?
We did.
Anybody else go to the garden? I know there's one man who did because he was taking photos. Oh, look, there he is.
There he is.
Hello, Stu.
Yeah, so we went to the gardens, and Kay's there. Kay was with us as well. And it was just super fun. Just super fun, really, wasn't it?
It doesn't look like the gardens at the moment.
No.
Another garden. So the pitch is shorter.
Yeah.
No, the pitch is normally shortened. Normally you can play on the full-size gardens pitch.
I don't know if they've actually confirmed, but they did do.
They made it wider. Definitely made it wider. But that was just the World Rugby regulations that had to happen. Every stadium had to meet the same measurements.
All right, so it is shorter because all the photographers go, oh look where we're sat. It's much nicer here. We're a bit like this.
You're sitting on grass, aren't you?
Yeah. To which apparently the media team's response was no. It's going back to how it normally is. So yes, so it's shorter. It's considerably shorter. And so we noticed. So the IT department, my half of the IT department, noticed that at Exeter, the normally miles of in-goal area had been shortened by probably half. So even at Exeter, it's all been changed. So.
And the lines seem wider.
Oh, we know that Andy Miller's mowing. We worked out what's going on. They're mowing by sections.
Yeah.
So in-goal area, the area to the 22 to the halfway line. It doesn't look right, does it?
Well, it looked impressive.
It looks impressive, but
Yeah.
it's not the cardinals. It's not the cardinals.
But you have to hunt for anything that says Northampton Saints with the logo on. I found one.
You found one. There's always one.
It's a
isn't
fire
there?
exit one. So.
Now, anybody else? Here you go. Here's your quiz. When was the last time an empress? Yes, we had an empress, a Japanese empress, and an ambassador visited the gardens on the same day. I couldn't think of one.
Well, who knows what happened in the days when there were bears there?
Oh, that's true. Yes, the bears.
That's another story. One
That's
of the
another
bears
story.
escaped once. It's a long story for
Yes.
another time. But yeah, so yes, but the Japanese team were amazing, mainly because they were so small. I'm looking at you, Sue. All right. Heels. Yeah, but those Japanese, at least 3 of them were smaller than us.
No.
And they were not even human sized. Unbelievable. And they were demons.
They were brilliant. Yes, so the scrum half suit was 4'10". And they tackled madly. I mean, I have to say, the performance of the Irish was outstanding. That's the best the Irish are. I saw the Scotland-Ireland game and on the telly, and I thought they'd come up several notches on Sunday. They were really, really good. But the Japanese just didn't give in.
Scotland have played Japan before, I've played against Japan before, and you think that it should be half-time within 5 minutes, because why are they running so much? Why are we running so much? Why are there so many of them? And they feel like, it always feels like they like regenerate, like why are there 20 of them on the pitch? Because I'm holding 3 in this breakdown, but somehow there's still so many. Have we checked that there's still only 15? It is insane.
It's the stripes.
It is the stripes for sure, but I think like credit to Japan because they are an incredible side. I know even the commentators, if you watched on TV, they were talking about like their forwards pack are in like a big girls club or a strong girls club, and it's them trying. I mean, you can't get taller, but you can get stronger. And like the first time Scotland played Japan, when we were scrummaging against them, I remember thinking like, this is a pretty nice day at the office for me. And that's saying in that like Scotland doesn't have the biggest pack either. So when we feel good in a scrum or a maul, it's a pretty unique day. But the second time that we played them, I was like, okay, they've been in the gym, and my neck hurts. But yeah, no, they're an incredible side, and I think like they've just got so much like spirit to them as well, which is always fast to see because it's very easy to get your head down in a game, but just they just
kept going. They're extraordinary. And we love the Brazilians.
Yes, I thought the Brazilians were tremendous fun. The South Africans, as opposed to the Japanese, they were huge. They were enormous. In fact, I was introduced to an enormous South African who fortunately he didn't stand up.
Yes,
and
slightly bewildered JJ Van der Mesch met Liz.
Those two do not go together. And he shook my hand and I've nearly got feeling back. Oh God, he's a big bloke, isn't he? He's like, well, stupidly. He's not just tall, he's like, scary stuff. So
it comes to something when Tom Lockett doesn't,
looks like a
normal
sized
human being.
human.
Yes. Although we learned, because the IT department, while stood at the Blackiston, went, no, he's not much taller than Tom. And the answer is 1 centimetre. 1 centimetre difference between two of them.
But yes, to get that, South African women were huge. And the Brazilian women were just a barrel of fun. They got crazy hair and they were
What did you think of them?
salsering away, really.
I think they're just enjoying the opportunity. This is the first World Cup Brazil have ever been in. I think if anyone watched the game, you can see they were all pretty much in tears and so passionately singing their national anthem, just because of the journey that they've come on to be able to be at a World Cup. It's not about winning the World Cup for them, it's about paving the way for the next generation of Brazilian players that want to come through and aspire to be in the next World Cup. And I think they're doing an incredible job of that, and they're winning the fans round, they're making fans Brazilian for the day, so I think they're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, we were, well, yes. When Brazil come marching home, was ringing round the gardens. It became the fans' favourites very quickly. So yes, so well done to everybody. Now Liz and I went for a wander, didn't we?
Oh, we did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because of course at the gardens you could go wandering around, so we thought we would. So first up we started with Bull, didn't we?
Yes.
Everybody know Bull?
Yes.
Yes. He was pleased to see us.
He was pleased to see us.
Yes. It took a while to attract his attention because outrageously he was trying to film me.
Trying to work.
Yeah. Watch out everybody, the photographer's on the move.
Yeah. So we had to chat with TV Bull, as he's known.
TV Bull, yeah. Now the first one was Dave Rogers, who I regard as the greatest rugby union photographer in the world. And DR is a Saints supporter. So he's just come back from the Lions. He doesn't get a 5-week break, does he?
No.
He gets a Women's World Cup.
He was a bit rugbyed out.
He was slightly rugbyed out. And his only comment to me about the Lions was they presented him with a shirt. Because Dave has done so many British and Irish Lions. He's done 45 years worth. Sadly, the British and Irish Lions gave him a shirt that said 40 years. Which is a bit miffed they missed out the last 5. But no, he's a bit rugbyed out. But he was enjoying himself on Sunday. We kept going and we moved on to various members of the stewarding team. Yes, Chris Knowles, we saw you. And then, of course, Debbie Tite on the tunnel.
Yeah.
Does Debbie actually live in the tunnel?
I think she does. Yeah.
Does she ever go home?
No, I don't think so.
No. And then, of course, Pete Nash. Pete Nash, who... So, if you ever go to a rugby ground, the game that I play is it Pete Nash on the announcement? Because the man who does the announcement at the Gardens, who took over, very hard taking over from Jeff Allen,
Yes.
is the wonderful Pete Nash. Now Pete has done every rugby league grand final in the last 24 years or something. So, and he does it in his northern
Yes,
accent.
quite northern.
He goes very northern. And so when he comes to the Gardens...
He used to do wasps and he used to be quite hysterical.
Yes, the Wasps were mean to him, so he came to us.
So he came to us.
Yes.
He's quite laid back with us.
He's very laid back with us. But ever you go to Salford Community Stadium, gentlemen.
Soulless community stadium.
Soulless Community Stadium. Or the AJ Smell, as he used to be known as. It's Pete! And you, of course, when we go and greet him, he's going, I'm being northern tonight, Claire. I know Pete. So Pete was doing the, obviously WRC had recognised his talent.
Yeah, because he was interviewed and everything.
I felt really sorry for him because he had to do all the names.
He did have to do all the names. He did all, well, we wouldn't have known, would we?
No, we weren't going to criticise him, but anyway, yes. So when we saw Pete, and we met various people around the ground, but generally the Gardens is looking spectacular.
It was rocking, absolutely
rocking.
There's some Irish lasses near us who got the Mexican wave going at one point. They were working hard.
They were.
They were all
the
dressed as Spice Girls, which was a little scary. There were about 3 scaries, to be honest.
We had 4 scaries.
4 scaries, and Baby Spice was about 50. That was weird. But, yeah.
Yes, so I think you learned that the Gardens doesn't do Mexican waves.
Well, they kind of got into it a bit, but yeah.
Yes, no, it was like, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. Gardens.
So it wasn't for one to try. These Irish lasses were knackered by the end of it. Yes. Running up and down and trying to do people up.
So it was good. It was a good time had by all. So yes. Now.
Oh, and for those of you going to the Gardens on Sunday or any other time, just a little public announcement.
You'll be a day late, but no, don't worry.
Well, whenever it is, Saturday and whenever the next one is, pre-book your parking. And if you haven't pre-booked your parking, sort something out, because the queues for the car park were horrendous.
They were.
Just hit yourself with the microphone.
Yeah. So, you probably know this lady, because she's Canadian.
Is it Shania Twain?
I think she was playing personally good, but I don't impress me at the weekend. Is it Sophie DeGuy?
Yeah.
The John Eels of Canada. Was she doing everything?
She was, yeah. She normally does as well.
Yeah.
She's been out for a while with her ACL because she was actually doing sevens before that. Because she was hoping to go to the Olympics but did her ACL during the sevens prep. But it's back for the World Cup and yeah, she captains, she kicks, she carries, she tackles, probably can do everything.
She was doing absolutely everything, extraordinary performance, and still didn't win player of the match, which I thought was a bit harsh.
It's a tough gig though. I think Julia Shell scored 6 tries.
She did.
So,
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
it's hard to take it from her head.
yeah.
So so the John Eels. Does everyone remember John Eels? Yeah. And then, right, last but not least, we'll finish talking about the weekend and we'll move on to Loughborough. Ruby Tui. Oh my God, the pundit we never knew we needed. What an extraordinary performance this weekend.
I know, usually you're saying that when she's on the field, so it's pretty big credit to say it's her off the field. I think everyone was a bit shocked to see her not involved in the New Zealand squad. I think that probably shows the depth they have and the talent they have in their squad this year. But yeah, I'm pretty happy to listen to her throughout the game instead of watching her play, to be fair.
And it's like she feels obliged to support the Red Roses, but can't go that final step, can she? Unsurprisingly. It'll be interesting to see what happens as the tournament goes on, but I think we're loving it. And she's popping up everywhere. She doesn't, BBC, I think, have got her as a pundit, but she's on virtually every radio station. But
She's just awesome, isn't she? She's so enthusiastic and knowledgeable and such a good communicator as well. It's really...
I think she's so authentically herself as well,
Yeah.
which is why people loved her as a player, and probably people love her even more as a pundit, because she's just herself when she's doing all the commentary.
And I think Jill Douglas has forgiven her
Yeah.
for the famous incident in the mixer. I think they're going to reenact it. They've talked about doing it again. Yes, they're going to reenact that interview. So, Loughborough. We're back at it, aren't we?
Yeah, it's good to be back.
It is? Okay, yeah, this was a woman. You were rampaging around the field, weren't you?
I don't remember that, but thank you.
Oh, no, there was rampaging. There was definite rampaging. So I got the call, I think Wednesday, Thursday last week, the IT department will, midweek, say, hi, can you come in some photos? Because a certain person was busy with the World Cup. Mr. Vincent. So I headed off to the university, and it's the first time. They didn't need to replace the pitch for me. I mean, I think that's a bit hard. But it's a wonderful, wonderful place. I love the fact that all the buildings are named after. So we had the Graham Dilly Pavilion for the cricket ground, and we had. Well, so the IT department just said it said Sedco on the sign. To which the IT department, no, that's just Sedco. They just have him installed there. But so it's a wonderful campus. I've never been there, but I really enjoyed it. Now I don't want to make Daisy cry because, sadly,
You have to try pretty hard, I think. Give your best shot, though. I'd love to see it.
Captain you're talking to.
She's not a crier. As the resident crier on the stage, I can say that. So.
Daisy unfortunately had to pull out. Well, actually, the medic made the decision for you. We learned.
Yeah, unfortunately, wasn't too well. I was pretty good not to play. I get that being the first season as a standalone captain, I really wanted to be there for the first game. And with us having quite a lot of young talent in the squad, I really wanted to be the person to lead the group, but unfortunately, wasn't well enough to do it.
I think you're rather understating quite a young group. We had a mass of teenagers by the second half.
Just quick story, speaking of all of the teenagers, I turned 32 in November, just for reference. So we were in the team room the other day, and Abby Brown also is athletic name right now, and she's 29. However, she was away that day. So it was me and all of the girls, and love them. Honestly, they're so fun. We're on different TikToks though, so I don't what they're talking about. I'm not seeing different algorithms. Anyways, one of the girls.
TikTok. It's a
It's just social media. Actually, not important. Sorry, for those of you who already get it. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, so fair. Oh, yeah, we'll show you later. Anyways, so one of the girls pokes her head up from her lunch. She goes, "Wait, hold on a second. Is anyone here born in the 1900s?" I went, "Excuse me." Guilty. Yeah. And they were like, "Wait, when were you born?" I said, "93." And she went, "When?" I went, "I am." Okay, this is a good challenge. Yeah. So. 93, and then we had a 2000 in the room, and everybody else was 2000 or less. So it's been been an interesting ride, but it has been really fun. And honestly, I think like it's such a testament to like the girls and how hard they've worked to get in here. Because when we've got 18-year-olds on the pitch and I'm playing alongside them, like it is a fun experience because please help me, I'm tired, and hopefully I can give them a little bit of something on the way. But like when you see fresh legs come on and they're like, yeah, mince fry, it's thank God you're here. Please help me.
My lungs out there somewhere. Yes. Now, you're saying from the 1900s, as if,
I didn't say it, Tamsin said it, the 1900s, and I went, that's
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a bit strange for me sitting here, because I worked out yesterday, and I've bored lots of people with this already, and I'm not going to say the number of years I said the last time I did, because I got it kind of wrong, but 50 years ago, yes, 50, 50 years ago this week, I started school about 50 metres that way at Derngate. Yes. So Tamsin, let's got nothing on that. Upper 3P. Anyone else? Any high school girls here? There we go. Upper 3P. Mr. Powell. Top of the science block. Yeah. So these days, of course, the high school's at Hardingstone, but in the good old days, it was in Derngate. And yeah, 50 years ago, this week, I started at the high school. Curtis is now going, how old are you, Right, yes, but I have to say, it was a cracking game, and anybody could have won it. Anybody, either team could have won it. There was some absolutely brilliant tries. Leah Green, she's
unreal, yeah. Between her and Carmela, like, they were both unreal. And Carmela was captain for the day as well, and she did an incredible job. Obviously not to take anything away from Daisy, but obviously you lose your captain on the day, and that can be quite challenging for a team. And Carmela was handed this role and took it and ran with it. She did an incredible job. So
can I just say, as a photographer, she's very scary. She had a game face.
Actually lovely, yeah.
Yeah, no, she's lovely, but when she's got her game face on, it's like, oh, I'm glad you're some distance away from me. Yeah, she was on fire. But it was good. So I think we were looking at the future of Loughborough Lightning, and it was wonderful to see.
Yeah, 100%. I think we pride ourselves on our pathway. I think generically across the whole league, we're a pretty young squad when it comes to the Prem. So to be able to give these girls opportunity now to get game time, to get their first appearance for the club is super exciting. Their future is so exciting in the club.
So I know there's a few mums and dads here tonight, and many of those girls were playing their first adult game of rugby. Yeah, that's the amazing thing.
That's an incredible thing as well. And you think about playing a side like Sale, who are a pretty big team, pretty physical, and we have a load of girls out there that are playing their first adult game of rugby. Is a huge credit to them and a great thing to say they've achieved, but like a great thing for them moving forward. I go already ahead of so many other 18-year-olds, so it's really exciting to have them part of our programme.
So the result didn't quite go our way, but hey, I think so. There's one player I didn't mention, who Dr. Jones was actually texting me about. Who is the number 5? Helena Latouille, is it?
Yeah, we call her Alla. She is a freak. And I think the scary thing about Alla is that she has probably reached 60% of her potential. And she has,
if that.
Yeah. Her dad is actually a bit of a champ rugby legend. I think his name's Lecky. Yeah. So there we go. She very much has those Pacific Islander genes, and she is. I don't think she's 19 yet, but she's already a wrecking ball and an absolute physical freak of nature.
The wrecking ball is absolutely. I mean, all I've got is photographs of bodies flying everywhere.
No, she was a dream to be in a pod with, because anytime I was with her, she was like, I can carry you. And I was like, yeah, girl, you do it. I never felt better after a game because I had to take a little contact because she was just running over girls. I'm like, this is amazing. I feel so good.
Absolutely extraordinary. No, it was absolutely a joy to watch, and I was really cross at the result in your way, because there was so much good rugby played. So, and it's a certain East Midlands derby this weekend.
It is. First one of the season's gone pretty early.
Wow.
So we're playing Tigers at Lichfield.
At Lichfield, which is where
Yeah.
they originated from.
Yeah,
they became
definitely.
Tigers from.
Yeah, their
Lichfield
championship
Rugby.
team was at Lichfield and
Yeah.
they became Tigers.
Wow. Well, so thank you, ladies. Can we thank our two lovely ladies?
Obviously, if you want to go to the bar whilst we're
blurbering on, do feel free, but if you want to take a
And
break now...
the ladies haven't quite escaped yet, because we're going to have another couple of questions. So we're going to pose them now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Right. Okay. Actually, this is one for Daisy. Running out music. Is it going to change? You have to answer it yet.
No?
No. Everyone know what the running out music is for Loughborough? It's a sound brand. So it stays. Is it? It is.
Thunderstruck.
Oh, Thunderstruck. Oh, God, I've got the wrong one. So I'll be listening.
Yeah.
Thunderstruck. Yes. Right. Brilliant. And then this one you will need to think about, the two of you. Right. So we have two ref whisperers in the Saints team. One is Mr. George Furbank, aka Sergeant Wilson. A certain generation of person will know what we're on about here. And the other is Fraser Dingwall. So who?
Sergeant Wilson the second.
Sergeant Wilson the second. They're now a pairing. They go everywhere together.
The Sergeant Wilsons.
So who's going to be the ref whisperer? Because it used to be.
It's not going to be me. A, I don't whisper, and I was already told to leave him alone last weekend, so I'm going to...
Right, so one for you, Daisy, to think about.
I have to think about
You could probably do it.
that. Might have to be, but I don't know if I trust anybody else.
No.
I think it's you, Daisy.
Thank you, Daisy. Brilliant. So, boys, do you want to welcome? You do want to welcome. Would you like to join us on the stage? So, everybody, welcome. Hello again. So, I'm going to slurp. Actually, the opening here is. Actually, we've got you separated. We really need you together, don't we?
What, me and Curtis?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you need to swap.
No, because it put George on the edge of the stage. I'm not risking that.
No. It's two swap. Yeah, you swap. Okay.
You say you're not going to fall off. I'm not taking that risk because Helen Dowson frightens me.
Yes, my girlfriend's up there. She said next to me.
Well, it's just about Argentina, Curtis.
Yes. So Liz and Curtis went on tour.
Not together.
No, I'm up in that room. Went on tour in England to Argentina. And then you travelled off to the US as well.
Yeah,
So-
is that a question for me?
No.
I've got a question for you, Curtis. Oh, thank you, my love.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
take
think for me as
part.
well. Oh, thank you. It's only water.
So, Curtis, what season is it in Argentina?
A cold one. It was cold. It wasn't what I was expecting out there.
It's winter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was-
Nobody had told you, had they?
I was told beaches. I was told to get in shape, so
There
I
are
looked good on the beach. And instead I was sat around an open fire. They go already. That is outrageous.
Hold on a minute, ladies. You need a cake. You need a cake. Don't forget your cake. Oh. Alright, here we go.
I just said to
Don't
her,
forget your cake.
I've never heard a Scottish accent like that.
10 years. And you just sound like this. It's annoying as ever.
We've got cake. Don't go without the cake.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway, back to Argentina.
So Argentina, yes. So
Yeah, it was cold. We spent the mornings, going to train at these local Argentinian rugby clubs, sat around open fires to keep warm. And yeah, it was cold. I only packed one jumper, so I spent all the time wandering around in all my England stash.
So I had a quick word with Curtis after the first test, and so, how he must be a bit frustrated because no game time. He said, yes, and I'm cold. Nobody told me it was winter. Well, okay. I think my reaction was a little, oh, you twat.
I think your cursing expression is really coming on.
It's coming on. I'm working on it. So yeah. So that was the first test, and then so we were all going. I don't know why we're here really because nobody. Well, there was Colsey. We were watching Colsey, and we were watching Big Trev being so reluctantly there, and I have never seen a man look so unhappy as Big Trev doing the warm downs after being a tackleback holder at the end of each test. He's like, I want to be well, I don't know, he could have been saying anything. I would think he was thinking, I don't want to be here, I want to be anywhere else but here. So then, luckily Jamie George got called up to the Lions, and 11th and a half hour, you were on the bench. And then Theo Dan manages to injure himself. I don't know, he's done nothing else, had he? Sorry. And Curtis comes on, so we were very excited, and people we were on tour with. I don't know that they fully believed that I knew you till after that game when you came over to chat to me. Because I don't feeding pikelets from time to time.
Yeah, no, it was nice. It was nice to see some friendly faces over there. Obviously frustrated on that game where I saw you. Hadn't been given an opportunity yet, but that was good. I enjoyed the tour. Obviously got an opportunity to play in that second test and started the third one against USA, which was good.
Don't move on.
Let's not pass over the second test that fast.
Okay.
So we had a chat after the game through a fence. Very bizarre. Barbed wire on the top and a fence. So Curtis came over for a chat, and they said, "How do you think about it?" I thought you played pretty well. One of the line-outs was a bit weird, but and then there was that pass, Curtis.
Oh, yes.
That pass. What were you thinking?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. Regrets as soon as it left my hands.
That wasn't what you told me.
Yeah, I thought it was on. I just looked up and I thought, turn over ball, move it wide, we'll be on here. As soon as as soon as it was leaving my hands, I saw that winger come up. And I'm trying to pull it back in, but I can't. And I just ran as quick as I can. And to be fair, with the amount of loop that was on the pass, I ran so quick I thought I might catch it myself. But luckily nothing come of it. But wasn't my finest moment.
I did point out to him that you're not playing with the Saints backs here. You're playing with the England backs. Not as fast thinking. So you might have got away with it at home, but not on that one. But it was good. It was good. So then you can now move on to when you started against the USA.
So we went to USA. Trev was a lot more happier. I roomed with Trev all the way through the tour. He was disappointed. He was expecting, I think he was expecting something as well in Argentina, and he was expecting.
Yeah, but he's from Newcastle, it doesn't matter.
If you know Trev, he loves his food. He is very passionate about his food. He was looking forward to some steaks. Everyone had told him to go to Argentina. The steaks are really good. And we pretty much had steak nearly every night we were there.
Yeah.
And Trev was obviously underwhelmed. So he wasn't happy about that and didn't want to see another steak.
Well, and to be fair, some of the steaks, especially in Buenos Aires, were awful. And the quality of the meat in Buenos Aires was dreadful. It was better out in Mendoza, But you almost want to be vegetarian, don't you? So.
When we got to USA, Trev was happy, all the fast food, his fizzy pop, which he loves. And we both got a chance to play, I got a chance to start. Trev obviously got an appearance off the bench as well, which was good. Colsey got a start.
The match that took about 5 days to play.
It was very weird. It was a very weird game. And the heat, talking about, going from open fires in Argentina to then going to America where it was ridiculously hot, sprinting from aircon to aircon everywhere you go. That was tough. And then obviously the lightning, which obviously postponed the game. We were just listening about the women's game, and the women's played before us, and we got to Washington DC United Stadium, and it was full. I was thinking, this is so good, rugby in America, could be going places. The women were on first, and obviously you have the lightning strikes, you have these big delays. By the time we got out there, or when we come out the third or fourth time, the stadium was almost half empty. So it was a shame in that respect, but it was a good end to the tour. America was awesome, and we won all our games, which was good.
That was really good because we went off. Julia was with me and Kay in Argentina, and we kind of went off after the Argentina beat the Lions. We're going, we're going to Argentina, it's going to be good fun. Not expecting the results we got against Argentina. It was really impressive, so that was fun. But we had to do our own sound because in the stadium, so they're playing random music for Argentina, and when they scored, or when they won a turnover, or when there was a line out, there's bloody music blasting out, and we did anything, not a thing. It was silent, so we had to bring our own. Na 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 na. I got very tired actually. I ran out of Nars at one point, but it was yeah. So I'm now triggered.
Did you hear them? Please say yes, because I don't think they could.
How did it go again? Give me one more running bit.
That carrot cake.
Anyway, I have to say, I don't think any of us thought you were going to win all 3 games, but so well done. And that Argentina team, of course, has just beaten the All Blacks, so it's a brilliant performance from you and the Gunners. And we're just going to make a minor reference to the fact that your attack coach
Was not with you.
So whilst we were watching Stodge in Australia, we were watching Flowing Moves.
Where Richard Wigglesworth was the attack coach.
And
the England attack coach got Lee Blackett, hadn't they? The England attack
So I have to say England's attack was actually fun to watch.
I don't necessarily, for the sake of the legal department, these things may not be related. Or they may be. Who knows?
Anyway. So whilst these two were off gallivanting around North America, you and I went to Doncaster.
South America.
Oh, South America. Well, he went off to North America as well. But the Americans.
I wasn't with him at that point. Just like to point out.
Did you enjoy your tour of the Southern States?
Yeah, I did. It was good. So me and my girlfriend we headed to Nashville, and then we went straight to Memphis, hit Elvis's house, Graceland, stopped off in a few places on the way back to Nashville, and then had a good time in Nashville, which is a very cool place. If you've never been, definitely put it on the bucket list. It's so good. It was a really cool place. We really enjoyed it. So yeah, we had a really good week out there after the tour.
Whereas you and I, George, we went. So these two go on tour to Argentina. We get to go to
Doncaster.
Doncaster.
That was our pre-season trip.
That was your pre-season trip. Yeah, training with the Castleford Tigers. Was that fun?
Yeah, the boys were like having a lot of fun. I was just running up and down the touchline.
You were doing a lot of running, weren't you? A lot of running,
wasn't
yes.
enjoying it that much.
No, you looked a bit grumpy.
This was a change of scenery.
Yes, it's a different place to run.
Different touchline to run up and down.
So as you told me earlier, you have been with Will Glister on a recuperation trail?
Yeah, so me and Will Glister went under surgery about 2 weeks apart, so we're both on similar trajectories on getting back fit and what our rehab is like. So we've been together for about 2 months now, so it's been fun.
And you can tell they're getting bored because instead of running up and down on the pitch too, you've taken to running round and round and round, trying to slalom between people. You were so bored, you were actually trying to change the routes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They were getting in my way, so I just...
Yeah, absolutely, including me. So meanwhile, back in Doncaster, we met somebody. Well, actually, we met 2 very important people. One was your grandfather, Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who
Donny born and bred.
Donny born and bred, and he was keeping a very close eye on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope so.
And then there was somebody else, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was another little lad called George with ginger hair, with a Saint shirt on with George on the back and number 15. So that was pretty cool. And I said, "Is your favourite player Furbank?" And he thankfully said no. He said no, which is
I asked the same question. So little George, as he's now known, and Big George. So little George, he's a bit of a character, isn't he?
Yeah, he is quite a character. I
Yeah.
can't remember how old he.
I think he's about 8 or 9. Yeah. And now, what you won't know is your mum Laura sent me a photograph of you at about 8 or 9. Like, was it Shipston on Store?
Yeah, Shipston on Style. Yeah.
Yeah. The facials between you and little George, carbon copy. So there is another George Henry potentially out there.
Except we have noticed that little George's limbs appear to be on the right way round.
Probably be even better than me then if they're on the right way around.
No. Your hidden talent is the fact your limbs are all over the show.
Ask Simon Zebo, you confused it, you'd no idea where you were going.
If everyone remembers that game against Munster. I had nightmares about that game.
Was it twice? Was it twice you did it?
Yes.
Just once. Just once. The first one was more of a just try and keep up with James Ram.
Yes. But you still scored it.
Times, yeah. And then the second one was Zebo.
Yeah. He's being too generous to himself. Anyway. He's
Simon
unkind.
Zebo probably thinks it's about 5 times.
Well, Simon Zebo went from having happy birthday sung to him in the south,
Waving
to the crowd, and
to
then thinking,
suddenly
oh
going,
my God,
I want to die.
what is this ginger person running around me?
That's embarrassing.
Yes.
He said.
So, but you are married now.
Yeah. Yesterday was my first full day back in with no
white beard.
No white,
No white beard.
But,
Yes.
So onwards and upwards from here, I guess.
But you still did the Blackiston.
Yeah. Absolutely loved it. So no, I was
Really?
so
Not what you said earlier.
Yeah, so I've obviously been doing all my rehab with Will Glister for the last 2 months. We've done absolutely everything together, you know, same schedules, same rehab, same running sessions, the lot, and then the week before the Blackiston, Glister comes over to me all smiley, guess what, I'm not doing the Blackiston. And I was like, oh, well, we've been doing the same thing for 2 months, so looks like I won't be doing it, and then I get told that, oh no, you will be doing it, and I was like, oh, well, you know, like, so the shoulder's all good, and they went, oh no, just make sure you carry every bag on the other shoulder. So
Solution to everything.
Crack on from there.
Crack on. Yeah, so that 50 kilo bag when you were running towards me, I'm thinking, he is going to be folded in half by the time
Running is a strong term there.
Well, I was trying to
Yeah, they are heavy, and it was a tough day. I don't know, can't remember how hot it was, but it
30
was
degrees.
30 degrees. It was hot. Full sun cream on. Don't worry. But yeah, it was.
And the bucket hat
long old
beforehand.
sun. Yeah, long old sun.
So, Bessie, how many times have you done the Blackiston?
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
How's it gone?
Not too bad, I don't think my time was that bad. Last year was a tough one to take, because obviously my younger brother Nathan was at the club, and he was desperate to beat me. And we're quite competitive. I like to think... I think
doing some heavy lifting there.
I am a better runner than Nathan. And he
It's
was
being
dead,
recorded.
he was dead certain, he wanted to beat me in the Blackiston. So he got himself ahead of me, and I've kept him in like reach, and I thought, I'm going to beat him. I'm beating him this time. And Hutch has overtook me, Roy Hutchinson, and Nath now thinks Hutchinson's me. So Hutch is going to overtake Nath, and Nath thinks it's me, so Nath just gone up again, and he's gone, pulled away, and they've both pulled away from me. And then eventually Hutch has took Nathan, and he's realised it's not me, and he's relaxed, turned around to see where I was, and I wasn't to be seen. So he beat me, unfortunately, last year, so I was a bit gutted about that.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. So, you've done the Blackiston 5 times,
Yes.
and there's only one man that's beaten you, isn't there?
Yeah, Tom Litchfield.
Tom Litchfield, 6 for 6.
Yeah, absolute animal.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Yes. And his dad insists he does it while smiling, which I think is a lot. Yeah, I think it was a grimace.
It's a really strange way.
So pre-season we're through, and okay, here's a question. How many times have both of you won player of the match?
One. Oh, here we go.
Twice, I think.
Once, yes. And you got a dazzle, didn't you? What is
Zebra.
it? A zebra.
Yeah.
And a rather ridiculously large player of the match medal. Yes, it's like something out of the 1970s, but yes.
Yeah, it's a nice medal.
Yes, and it was an excellent game. However, George, what did you say to Jack Miller when he told you got player of the match in the final?
Can I repeat that? I don't know.
Oh, you might want to edit the first word. The second word was?
I just couldn't really believe it. I think is the polite version of what I said.
Yes.
Because we were all in a bit of shock and like elation after the game, and he comes running over to me and he's like, "You need to go and do some interviews." And I was like, "What for?" And he was like, "No, you got man of the match." And I was like, "A lot of beeps."
A lot of beeps later.
Go away.
Which I think unfortunately got picked up on one of the cameras after the game.
Yes.
But I'd like to think that nobody really cared and saw how much
Nobody
fun we
cared.
were about to have. So yeah.
Nobody cares. I particularly enjoyed taking the photographs of you saying that. But it was a fabulous break. Did you see the whole? I mean, can you remember it?
Not. It happened so fast.
Yeah.
When you're on the pitch, but I think it just went back to every time, like in training, you catch the ball and you've got Vesty, absolute nut job, just screaming, run. Like you could be anywhere on the pitch, and as soon as I catch it, he's just screaming at me to run. So
And that's what you had in your head. Vesty screaming at you. Yeah.
Run until, well, in my head it was run until you score, and if you get stopped, look for somebody else who could score, and that was
Which
pretty
isn't
much.
who isn't called Tom James.
Yeah, he's not very happy. I still think to this day, like 2 years on or a year on, like he is still fuming with me.
I think he is.
Because he, literally after the final, we're all celebrating, and he comes up to me and he's like, I could have scored the winner in the Prem final. And I was but no, so he was quite funny, and I was like, I owe you a few beers. So.
But that was quite a day, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I think we can all agree it is.
So how many days did you wear your kit in the end?
I took it off Monday night, I think.
And that was because you were about to step on a plane?
Yes.
Yes, they wouldn't let you on?
No, well, it did smell quite after three days after a game of rugby, and then 3 nights on the bounce.
Lovely.
But yeah, and then had to take it off, and we jetted off to Portugal, 6 of us on Tuesday morning, after stopping off at the tattoo shop across the road.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
3 nights on the bounce. So I don't know how to describe being on the bounce.
It ended up at 7 if you really want to know, but yeah, it was good fun.
You're only young ones, I suppose.
So, wow. Now, the most important question, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't ask the girls actually.
We didn't. This is like deadly serious. You were asking when we go have serious questions. This is incredibly serious, and the world needs to know.
Position in the changing room relative to Pooh Corner this season. Everyone know what Pooh Corner is? So if you've ever been in Saint's changing room, there are those lockers that are very close to the loos, and its nickname is Pooh Corner. Usually allocated some poor junior academy lad who doesn't know better.
Or Paul Hill.
Or Paul Hill.
No, I think, is it Greeny down there? Is Greeny still down there? Luke Green?
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
I think he chooses to be there.
Oh.
That's
Does he not like
It
the
is
walk?
one of the young lads at the moment. It used to be obviously Paul Hill, but no, it is the worst. It is the worst part of the change room to be.
Yes.
Because it's right next to the showers and the toilets, so you get bad smells and you get the wet floor.
A lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic. So are you at the top end then? Are you at the
No. About halfway, I'd say.
halfway?
Okay, so you're a few up from me.
A few down just by the sofas.
Did you manage to cram in that changing room? A
Two.
lot. Oh, was it 2?
Only 2 sofas in the
Oh, was
changing
it 2 then?
Two
So we
sofas.
were wondering, so, you know, the lads have been away on tour, whether the fact that, you know, you snooze, you lose when they came back. That's British life. You're in Pooh Corner. You're below the academy, you weren't in.
No, so we've not done a draw. We've not done a draw yet. There's usually, I think there's like a 2-year redraw. So most caps gets to pick first. And then we work your way down. No, sorry, the least amount of caps gets to pick first, but then the higher cap can pick his seat that he's just chosen, so then he's got to go somewhere else.
So it's a gamble.
So how much do you want to push it?
Oh my God, there's all sorts of mind games there, and the coaches are taking notice on it, at this. That's some sort of psychological test.
The cap works, so every Saints appearance is 1 cap. International appearances 2 caps, and then they combine them.
And wasn't there a bit from a certain HP about British and Irish Lions counting for like 3 caps?
Well, he's going to be near the toilets.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
He actually, before he went on the plane, he'd already moved his his name tag from his seat near poo corner to the top.
There's bold legs.
First day of pre-season.
Well, there's confidence and then there's just plain stupidity.
There is some stupid people in the group. I think Alex Mitchell's got the most caps anyway, especially with his international caps. You can buy more. Yeah, you can buy more caps as he goes towards the kitty. And Mitch bought like a stupid amount of caps as well. I was completely baffled by it because he was the only one to buy caps and he already had like the most anyway. So he basically just contributed to our kitty for that season, which was nice of him.
Who knew?
So are you saying Mitch is stupid? Is that what you're saying?
I think he'd say he's stupid. He's intelligent in some things, but in that sense, yeah, he was very stupid.
But he's not Freeman.
Oh, he's not free.
Too much more money than sense, I think.
Well, we all still love the fact that Primo, for those of you who don't know, in one of the days when we still had paper programmes, the media team...
Well, no, because Fremo always used to sit and do the word search for the Bernie's quizzes and stuff before the game. And the media team had cottoned on to this. So one Saturday, they set it up so every answer on Bernie's quiz was Tommy or Freeman. But it took him till the end to realise.
You would have been well happy as well when you worked it out.
So, anyway, so we've got some big games this season, she said, stating the obvious. What were the chances of us getting Bordeaux?
Oh, always on.
Yes.
Always going to be on. Not that that's rigged, that draw.
Here have 4 teams and then some group have picked whether you're home or away. What's going on there? So you're looking forward to Bordeaux?
Yeah, it should be good fun. I've heard they get a lot of support down there as well.
Yes, it's a big
they have a
fun.
lot of support in Cardiff. So yeah, we'll be looking to one up them in that place.
Excellent, excellent. Because yes, you looking forward to it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it. I think played there a few times before. It's a great place to go visit as well. Really cool stadium. Like the long walk out from the changing rooms is pretty unique. And yeah, after last season and how that finished, I can't wait for that game.
You heard one.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Yes. Are you taking your own zebra?
Just win another.
Hopefully Henry gets one.
So and how many Frenchmen sticking pins in wax effigies of HP though?
Well, as long as is it in their head, I don't really mind. I don't really mind. Now, and then of course we've got Bath. We owe them a couple as well. Well, one at least. Because we had. I don't mean to bring back bad memories of Bath. We did win that game, even though your shoulder got rearranged by 2 nasty people. I'm surprised the IT didn't have to restrain you, Liz, from.
Well, I just aim to get them at some point with a Paddington hard stare.
Now, there is one more final question we've got for you, Curtis, and it's your good friend Elliot Miller-Mills. And one particular game, against Bristol.
Well, poor Elliot's feelings were really hurt.
Really hurt.
Really
I bet you've
hurt.
never had this sexy, George. What did he say?
Ellis Gang said to him, "You're fat."
Is that the worst insult you've ever heard in your life?
I think Elliot's probably had a lot worse said to him. I think his wife probably says worse to him.
I do love the way his wife tells him off. It is very funny.
He was incensed by that, though.
Yes, he came to find me off the
He
game.
said, "You will not believe, Genge, he said, you're, oh my God, what? You're fat." So the days of banter are not strictly dead. And he was most affronted.
He was.
I don't know if Genji said it more than once, but he didn't even say you're a fat.
anything.
Anything, he just said you're fat. And I think
That
Genji
wouldn't
needs...
have bothered him in the slightest, would it?
Well, it did. Well, it seemed to. But
Well, I
I think
think he did after the game. 'Cause
I think Genji
Kenny
needs
had finally
to-
dropped.
Genji needs to polish up on his banks, though, I think.
It must be where he's come back with a six-pack.
Yeah.
Wait till you see him.
What?
Little six-pack now.
Oh, really? It's got a six-pack? Wow.
That's
The tour of the
not-
Pacific.
that's not something he hasn't bought in Morrison's.
Did they have him rowing around the
I
Pacific?
think he might be offended more if he watches this back than what he is. Sorry.
Yeah, true.
Sorry.
We love
Elliot.
We
He
know
knows
that
that.
Elliot knows it. Anyway, so yes, so tomorrow.
Hopes for next season.
Yeah, yes, I can do hopes for tomorrow. But wait, your hopes for next season. What do you fancy winning?
Everything.
Both. Both and Prem
Well,
Cup.
we're actually going to stand the Prem Cup.
All three.
All three?
I think that's what we try and do every year. I know sometimes it doesn't go quite to plan, but that's what we're setting out to do and prove the best team in every competition that we enter. So we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited about this season. I think we talk about the Prem Cup, the depth that we've got, with some of the signings we've brought in, the academy that have come in. The standing in training has been really good considering the amount of internationals that have been away and with the Lions lads still away. So excited about how we can do in that comp, and that we went one further again in Europe last year than we did the year before. So we have one more step to go this year, and we want to make the top four this year. Obviously, we're a bit disappointed with how our league run went last year. So we get to the top four, and we know then that we can win any game on our day.
The deep joy, though, when our league season had gone, and the way we derailed Saracens. That was one of because I'm mean and nasty. But watching Renault's face come off that pitch, lived with me for a long time.
Followed by his captain, Mr.
Yeah,
Fuji.
yeah.
Yes, who looked like
Sulky.
he'd swallowed a lemon. Yes. Yes. So good luck. Now, tomorrow it's training, isn't it? We're back out there, so I'll be there with the cameras. So
We've got a special guest coming down. as
we
well.
have got special guests. Well, up, I think, rather than there.
Oh yeah, coming up. Yeah.
Yes. So we've got evening trailfinders coming to the gardens. It's closed training. Getting in now is hard work, isn't it? Given the World Cup, everything's in lockdown. So you basically need to give your blood group, your badge, and several other things to get over the threshold. But yes, so we've got. I think it's going to be a bit feisty.
I think it will.
Yes.
Speaking to some of the boys that I know at Ealing as well, they've named a team and everything for a training session. So I think it could get
Blimey,
a bit
that's a
tasty
bit
tomorrow.
serious.
So, yeah, we'll have some fun.
So that should be fun. Look out for the photos, everybody, because I think I'm going to have some fun there. And you're not wearing the white bib of doom.
No, absolutely not.
Excellent.
We're back for good now.
We're back for good. Brilliant. And Curtis,
Take that.
Are you properly back now?
Well, I think it's good as bit of a different schedule. This being my first week back in, so maybe not doing everything, but it's good to be back in and amongst it.
Yep, excellent.
It's good to have them coming back slowly, isn't it? And it's lovely to have you back, George. All in one piece. Hopefully stay that way. At least you haven't fallen off the stage yet.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking forward to the season. Ladies Wot Pod will continue. Have you enjoyed tonight?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you again for everything you donated, because the foundation, you've got all the blurb on the table, the foundation appreciate every penny. We've had a blast, so well done to Jo Gordon for coming up with this idea. She's at the back.
Thanks,
yes. We're assuming you still want us to keep podding every week.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I love it when I go bump into people pitch side. So what we didn't mention is one of the players who made her debut for Sale Sharks, Catherine Frey, I think. No, that was her mum. Charlotte Frey made her debut. She's 18, 19 for Sharks. Went via Tigers. It's a bit of a strange route, but never mind. Yes, yes. Imagine, Mum is a Saint season ticket holder. Imagine your daughter coming home going, "I'm sorry for the
I don't know what you do.
Anyway, she called me over on Saturday and said, "I do love the pod because you make me laugh in the kitchen." So what we need to know from you guys in the coming weeks is, where do you listen to us? Is it out on the run? Take a dog for a walk?
In the office.
In the office.
Do you keep getting strange looks because you're giggling?
But thank you again. It's are we done, Mrs. Saunders?
I think we're pretty well done, yes, just...
Thank you to our two guests here, so if you can thank George and Curtis. Curtis, don't go without your carrot cake. The ice cream department will be now presenting you. Oh, I think we need to see the cake actually. And George, you put your order in now, which is?
Lemon drizzle cake.
Lemon drizzle cake of champions. Yeah, yeah.
So it's good. People have sampled the lemon drizzle and they are all saying you've made a good choice.
I remember a certain event during COVID when we were allowed back into the garden.
Oh, and I was smuggling lemon drizzle and it was like a drugs drop.
Here we go. Right, so there you go. So, do you want to...
This is better than the zebra.
Right, do you remember you tried to dig your fingers into the cake?
Oh, the audience want you to share it, Curtis. What chances?
No, want something from that, so keep to yourself.
That is serious carrot cake. There you go. There you go. Yeah, well done.
It's not an amateur operation, this. Well, it is, but you know.
So, lemon drizzle for George, please, Mrs. Saunders. So, thank you, everybody. Do have a drink. Do enjoy it. That was episode
6
of series 2
Ladies Wot Pod.
of Ladies Wot Pod.